Whoa! Oh, oh, there we go. Oh, oh, there we go. What's up, guys? Back here with another pond for you. Now, I apologize in advance, I am a little bit sick. You can definitely hear it in my voice a little bit, but we're still out here today. Got some decent cloud cover, pretty prime conditions, just had some consistent rain through the morning, and we're gonna tackle this pond here. This is right by a local library, kind of behind some trees, you know, a little out of the way, so I'm hoping this area doesn't get terribly too much attention. I have been here before, but I noticed that on days like today, haven't been here in a while, but this is the particular type of weather that has done me a lot of good in places like this. So we're just gonna get right to it, starting with a big ol' half-ounce spinnerbait. This is a KVD, 2 blades, leaf style, 1 gold, 1 silver, on a 7-foot medium heavy ugly stick carbon. Little casting reel, and we're just gonna do a little bit of fan casting. So the perimeter of this pond, there's not a lot of openings. You can see all these trees everywhere, which are all around the perimeter of this place, but kind of this straightaway, the side I'm standing on, has about 3 or 4 decent openings to access the water. And so we're gonna focus on those today and hope that weather doesn't betray us. You can see a little bit of sprinkle on the surface of the pond, which is perfectly fine by me as long as that does not pick up. We should be good. We want a little bit of surface disruption for something like this spinnerbait. Go! Blah! That's about as good as it gets. Essentially, I think while I'm fan casting here, my job is going to be to try to bridge all the way to that other bank as close as I can get. Because the more room you cover with these types of spinnerbaits, swim baits, just on that long retrieve, the higher your chances are of catching a bass. We got our skirt jumbled up here a little bit. There we go. This big overhead sends. Definitely a little too much of a blow up on that landing, but oh, punches. Felt some good punches there. Yeah. Just reaching out as far as we can. Gonna fan cast. Oh, whoa. Okay. That guy's got some weight to him. Yep. Wow. Oh, geez, ow. That guy is not small. Wow. Come here, bud. Come here, buddy. Whoa. Wowee. Oh, he's got some kick left in him. There we go. Wowee. Dang, look at that guy. That is a really solid dude. That's like, I'd call that maybe a 2.5. Yeah, 2.5 sounds fair. I don't got a scale on me, but thick guy. Nice and heavy. Look at that mouth there. Wow. Tubby bubby. Nice fish. Awesome. Really nice coloration. He's darker than a lot of guys I've seen. Kind of a muddy looking head, but quite healthy. He hit that thing. Wasn't a super aggressive punch, but let's get him out of there. There he goes. Yeah, like I said, wasn't a super aggressive hit, but as soon as I kind of set that hook on him, I I could tell there was major resistance. Hefty guy. Obviously did a little damage to my spinner trying to, even with a smashed barb, that thing was stuck on him. Barb's not as smashed as it could be, but wow. Yeah, bent that spinner a little bit. We're gonna try to fold that back down, and this line worked out here, but great confidence booster. Really nice fish there. I'm impressed for a pond like this, you know. I think, of course, there are gonna be a few big guys, but like, if most of the dudes around here are at least comparable, we're in a good place. I'm gonna roll this spinnerbait just a little more over here. Maybe we'll step back. I'm gonna throw that drop shot kind of into this cove a little before we move around again. Let's roll this Ned rig drop shot combo over here. I like the sound of this. Let's make sure we don't get hung up in a tree. You know, I'm actually gonna do a little backhand cast. It's actually a little more weight than I should be putting on this. I think that's a 1/4 ounce, or no, 1/8 ounce Ned rig head. Plus the plastic is maybe, I think we're a little over the weight limit on this thing, but that springiness, you do not have to throw this very hard to get it to sail. I don't know, for the most part, not feeling super confident in that direction. Let's put one out a little more central. Give it some line. I think it's sunk about as far as it will go. We're just gonna watch this braid in the water for any movement. That felt like something is grabbing at it a little bit. Tap, tap. Reaction strike. Nah. Correct me if I'm mistaken, but bass tend to punch. They don't really tap at stuff. They might do like a lazy take, but they don't repeatedly like peck stuff like panfish do. So when you kind of feel that difference, you can sort of tell who's trying to do what. Oh, there we go. Yep. Little guy on the trick worm. There we go. Hello, buddy. Yeah, right through the cheek. Little dude. Bass slime in my mouth, but you saw that guy. Little dude. Maybe a 1/4 pound, but he wanted the trick worm. Well, pretty sizable thing for him to try to grab, but he went for it and gave me a nice little catch. Healthy looking guy too, but I'm not too beat up about him slipping out of my hand there. A fine little catch. Let's keep going. All right, fresh battery. We're gonna do a little more fan cast scanning with our big spinnerbait here, but not a lot of room to properly cast from this drain pipe, so I might just do one big straight shot. Like, I can't really cast that way or that way because the tree's right behind me. And I think some guy might be happy to take this thing. Come on. I know you want it. How much room I got? Literally none. That's pretty good, actually. I will take that. Oh, there we go. Nice. Not a big guy, though. can feel, let me guess, about a pound. Yep, I'll flip him up here. Come on, buddy. Oh. He's not big, but he is pretty. Wow. What a beautiful fish. Look at that guy. He's got a little polyp or whatever on his tongue, but that is a super healthy, pretty fish. Actually about a little over a pound. I'd say I'd call him 1.25 pounds. Maybe 1.5 pounds if I was exaggerating a little bit, but what a nice catch. That guy's healthy as can be. Gonna do our best to give him a little toss. Back to the depths. Nice. This spinnerbait is racking him up. Oh man, it is as humid as can be, and honestly what I'm excited for is going home, showering, coffee, food. It's gonna be a nice time. Minutes in, yeah, I'm just gonna leave this rolling while we walk through here and maybe get lucky. Though I don't even really know when I get into some of these tight spots what I would throw. We'll just have to see if we can make anything work. I'm not gonna sock up just yet. Stuff all this stuff back in here. So we'd have to go really low. Actually, I don't know, dude. Look how much crap is between us and that. Oh, here we go. I think this is it. Here, this is much better for that pitching we were talking about. Give myself a couple more shots here. Get maybe a little deeper under that. But I know there's a big guy who's hanging out here. I can't see anyone cruising, but when I first walked down here, around the center of this laydown, just a big kind of warp in the water, and I know that was that guy moving because he heard me. These large fish be very hard to get to bite because they are so wary of everything, which is why they grow large. Got really good instinct. Nothing else is gonna happen. All right, well, good try. But thank you all for joining me here today. I might be back here, back in this specific little area with some new tricks up my sleeve. Maybe a proper flipping setup, but thank you for joining me today. We had a pretty great day fishing here. And I'll see you again with some new ponds, some new tactics, and some new fish. Now, y'all have yourselves a wonderful day.